Hi, aside from Groovy Entertainments. Today's video is about TV shows that turned 40 in 1984 this year. And our first TV show is Punky Brewster. Now, this show came out in 1984 during the football game. I think this show came on at maybe 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, probably even later than that. And not too many people saw this show. It came on NBC. But the couple of people that did see this show during or after that football game went off made this show a number one hit. And let's see if we got any pictures. This guy's these two. They're both the same. So this show was a pretty good show. It ran for it ran for 4 seasons. So this is 1984. And then if you saw this show when it first came out, did you watch it when it showed the next episode on the regular time period, or did you watch it when it first came out during that football game? And if you remember that football game, they were the comments too. Because I seen this show when it first came when it came out the second time. Our second show that came out in 1984 was Heathcliff. Now Heathcliff came out 3 different times. I think it was Heathcliff came out in 1980 with Heathcliff and Dingbat, and then Heathcliff came out a second time in 1981 with another show, Heathcliff and somebody else. But this is the third time it came out and it became the number one hit show. Now, I seen this show when it first came out, but I seen it in the afternoon time. I don't know what channel. I think it came on channel 20 or something like that. Before channel 20 is what it is now. So that was a good show. Heathcliff and the Alley Cats. Yeah, here's some picture of Heathcliff. And if you seen this show when it first came out, leave it in the comments. It'd be nice to see if anybody saw the stuff originally. Or if you saw that in reruns, you could leave it in the comments too. I hit the show, GoBot. This came out in 1984 before Transformers did. And this came on, I think, on ABC or NBC. It was one of them two channels. And this show was pretty good. The toys were terrible because the toys were small. They're small little robot toys that you you would lose them. They weren't that big as He-Man and I think it was the same size as GI Joe, but they didn't break it easy as GI Joe toys did. And then now I only seen this show when it first came out, and I hadn't seen it since. I think the only time I got to see it a long time ago was when I would do the books on records of this show. And that's the second time I got to hear the show again, but in audio format. Now I bought the whole show, yeah, all three DVDs. This is volume two. There's volume one, and then the miniseries that came out before this came out. All 5 episodes put into one. And then 6 months later, Transformer came out and knocked that show off the TV. Now, these toys was better than GoBot, more difficult because you already had to change these things around, make them turn to the robots in the weapons or trucks or anything. They didn't make these toys easy, but these toys were from a Japanese place. GoBot was American made. That's how we cheaply. No, so you got Megatron, Optimus Prime, whoever that, whoever this great character is. And I think this show when it first came out too. You had this show and GI Joe. The GI Joe ran it to the second miniseries when it came out in '84, Then you had He-Man, and you had a bunch of other cartoons that ran between them times. Now, 1984 was a good year for Saturday morning cartoons and afternoon cartoons. 84, 85. Then we got, let's do this one. Rainbow Bright came out in 1984. And the first episode, I thought the first episode and the second episode a lot, and they were repeated a lot after it came out. The first episode was real good. It was one of the darkest children episode on TV. I don't know what channel this came on. So when I seen it, it was on all the channels. And then the second episode was pretty good. Then I didn't get to, I don't remember any more of the episodes because we got a lot of shows coming out. Cause I think Rainbow Bright was out there. Then you had Inspector Gadget and I think Mr. T show came out during this time period too. So you had a lot of shows, so it was hard trying to watch all these children's shows and all these action-packed TV shows that they were throwing in there. And if you've seen this show when it first came out, leave it in the comments or in repeats. Now I got this DVD. This came out about I think it came out about 5 years ago. The official stuff. Now I had a bootleg copy of this, and I bought the official, and I think the bootleg copy had the end song. This don't got the end song. So that is good at the bootleg they tried, and it's coming to this. Now our last TV show that came out in 1984 was Voltron. Now this show did come out a long time ago, 1981, in Japan, but in America it came out in 1984, and they cut out a lot of stuff so because we couldn't see all that stuff on our TV. And then it's really good still. I saw the uncut version when they bought it to America. I just couldn't buy it because I didn't. It was too high at the time. Now if you want to buy the uncut version, you have to get on eBay, and that costs a lot of money right now. This is the American version. Yeah, these things are dusty because I just took these off my dusty shelf. Now I seen this in the afternoon time. Voltron and I think She-Ra and Voltron came out the same. She-Ra came out in '85, but they would rerun these shows together. And they had a lot of Japanese shows back then because the next year was Robotech. And they would be playing Robotech and Voltron at the same time too. Another Japanese cartoon that came out that I can't remember the other Japanese one. But it was just like Power Rangers, but with tigers instead of instead of dinosaurs. And this was more of a serious TV show, kind of than Power Ranger was. And they had a lot of dark TV shows in the '80s. See if we can show any more pictures. There we go. If you remember seeing this when it first came out in 1984, leave it in the comments. Let's show you what the episode would look like if you had to buy it yourself. It comes in these nice little sleeves by themselves. Now I never watched this since I bought it. So I don't know how good it is, but you can't mess up a cartoon. And then here's the second series that came out. Now I'm not too sure if this came out in 1984 also because I don't remember this one ever. Voltron Vehicle Force. But they come out. They come the same way too. Let's see if they tell me when the show came out. No, I don't see any year on this one. Now, if you remember Voltron Vehicle Force, leave in the comments. You can let me know when this came out. Because I don't remember this thing at all. I just remember the original Voltron. And that's all the shows that came. That's all the shows I got that came out in 1984. There was over 1,000 shows that came out in 1984. If you think about, the 18 came out in 1982, but it ran through to 84. It's like Knight Rider came out in 1982, but ran off through 1984. I think the only thing that Ray came out in 1984 was Airwolf. Cause I was gonna do Thundercats. But Thundercats came out in 1985. So we'll be talking about that show next year when that turned 40. And I got a lot of 1986 shows, so we have to wait 2 years before I can talk about 1986. But if you know any show that came out in 1984, leave it in the comments. It'd be nice to know what shows that you guys remember that came out in 1984. And I will be doing a lot of 84 movies. I got more movies than I got TV shows. So that'll be a part two to what turned 40 years old this year. So please, let's hold this up. It's in my hand. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a good every day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.